morning. Not sure what to say when you feel that life is kind of on the edge.
Okay. I used to be afraid of the world outside my door, so I lived within the pages of a book. I used to be so scared of what I couldn't control. It seemed whatever I touched, I broke. The wind at my back, the grass so green, the sun on my face, it was all a dream. Till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I'll help you stand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning. And as long as we are together, life can only get better. I used to be embarrassed about my eyes, my nose, my smile, so I hid my face behind my hair. I spent so many years feeling like I was drowning. Now finally I'm coming up for air. Laughing out loud, being part of a team, touching the stars, it was all a dream. Till you said, wake up, wake up, wake up, take my hand. I'm here for you now, I understand. The world isn't so frightening, it's not all thunder and lightning. And as long as we are together, life can only get better. Life can only get better.
A lot of things to bring up this week. Good morning. Good morning, morning coffee. Today is May 19th, 2025 at 6 a.m. And I only have a few minutes to do this morning because priorities are, they're not this today. And I apologize. Let's start by saying welcome to our new subscribers. Welcome to Stephanie Burgett. I hope I'm saying that right, Stephanie, but welcome. Welcome to JMT. Welcome to Pam. Welcome to Barry Eisler. And yes, that Barry Eisler, New York Times and international best-selling author. Yep. And if you haven't read his books, you should go over to barryeisler.com. Welcome, Barry. Thank you for joining the community. And we have a new founding guardian, which is awesome, McKay. Thank you, McKay, for your support. And we'll be talking soon, anyway, through Discord. There's just a lot of things that I'm thinking about today, a lot of things that we're experiencing. If you do not get messages over the platform through the community over the weekend, I went to Wyoming. I have not been to this area of Wyoming. I haven't been to see my brother up there in about 21 years. And a very kind young man, Pierce, one of my son's best friends, invited me and offered me a ride to go up so I could see my brother and spend time with my brother and his wife and my nieces and nephews. And actually to confront to confront one of my greatest fears, one of my actual real fears, which is zombies. It's completely unreasonable. That's a childhood thing. And to play a game called 7 Days to Die. There will be a lot about that. I will share information and clips, and we decided to play that game. Oh man, so much anxiety. That was one of the hardest things I've personally done. Freaked me out, and I decided to live stream it for, I don't know, what was it, 10 hours, 12 hours? I can't remember how long it was, but we put it live on a Substack live stream while I experienced. There will be movie clips and things like that also recorded. I don't know, like 16 hours of audio that I'll be using in podcasts. So you'll get a lot. I'll end up, creating clips, and I'll show you some of that. But I mean, it was just so neat to go up there and playing in 2 rooms, a LAN party. I haven't done that since I was a kid. No, well, whatever. And that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. That was not the experience I thought I was going to have. And the personality, the dad in me came out and kind of saved my psyche, because my sitting next to my niece Erica. Hello Erica, good morning. It's so awesome. I love her, and she was teaching me how to play while my brother, her dad, was sitting right next to us. Erica was in between us. And yeah, it was, I don't know how to explain it. The dad in me came out when you hear all these horrible sounds that are just putting, chills down your spine, and, zombies could, jump out or attack you, get in your face at any moment. And I heard her, screaming literally, or shrieking next to me, of course. I've got on a headset, and I turned around to see she's being attacked by more than one. And the dad in me came out, so I go over and I start beating on zombies. And everything changed. My fear, my terror of zombies turned into, you don't get to touch my niece. One of my greatest fears now turned into, I do not understand how that happens. But you guys are going to be able to hear Simon scream a lot. I've got to take care of chickens today. My neighbors, my family, they came over on Saturday while I was gone and helped Kathy Lynn. We've been working on transferring our chickens, trying to give them a new place to be, so that we can get a garden going in the yard and all that. And we asked for some friends and family to come over and bring some pickaxes, and we needed to kind of chip away at the lower steps of our front yard and we needed to prepare a little place for the chicken coop and the range. And a neighbor came over with his backhoe and just completely did the whole thing I thought was going to take at least 2 weeks. And he did it in an afternoon. Thank you, all of you that came and did that. And we're here for Kathy and Todd. Thank you for coming over and doing that. That was awesome. And then I was told that my van, the tire on my van was flat. We have one vehicle, and my wife needed to leave early this morning. She's leaving in about 20 minutes to go back to the hospital, which will be our last story. And she didn't know what to do with that, and so I called one of my best buddies, Craig, And Craig's a mechanic. He came over and grabbed the van and went and put air in it. And he said, I think you've got a slow leak somewhere. So I texted from Wyoming. I texted the young man who does the auto. It's a portable auto, like tires and brakes and things like that. And he comes in a van, and he comes to your house. So I love that service out here in farming community. And I texted Jacob and said, I'm so sorry for texting you on a Sunday. But then explain things that are happening with our family and our need to have the vehicle. And I don't know. I'm paranoid to have my wife go and drive the van and get stuck somewhere. I mean, that makes sense, right? And I was like, is there any way that you could help me with this, ox in the mire situation? And by the time I got home late last night, apparently Jacob, bless your heart, I'm very grateful. He had come into my home, taken off the tire, found that there was a nail in it, fixed it, repaired it, put it back on my van, filled it up, got the tires and everything all ready to go, and left. Never told my wife. Didn't send me a bill. Thank you. So, what's going on? You guys know how I am about family. You know how I just love my children, and I love my grandchildren. And I think that's grandchild 31. Is it 31 or 32? I don't know. I'll find it later and I'll tell you. And she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. And she's born with a birth defect that her organs in the lower, her lower organs, she was born with them up and crowding her heart and her lungs. So my daughter's fine, and baby couldn't breathe, and I hope I get this right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold back as much details as possible to give my daughter and my son-in-law privacy and to try to explain. So please forgive me for lack of, names and details and things. Because I know you guys care about me and my family, and I love you for that. So I'm just trying to let you know, because I sure would appreciate your prayers. And so, baby couldn't breathe. Rushed to the hospital. I believe she had the baby at home. But she's a healthy woman, and that's my wife and my daughters. They have their babies at home with a midwife. Baby's purple, rushed to the hospital. They check the baby and see, no, she needs a specialist, or needs to be at a certain hospital. We have a primary children's hospital, and so my son-in-law jumps into Life Flight with my granddaughter, and they go to primary children's hospital. And they want to perform the surgery to move her organs back down, and she just wasn't strong enough. And so my daughter and my son-in-law, they really didn't want to do a heart and lung bypass. And that's usually something that's done as a last resort when a baby is gonna die. It's just the last thing they try. And her heart stopped, and she stopped breathing. So they did that. And she's still with us. She's very weak. but she's here. And we didn't get any news last night, so no news is good news. That's 2 nights in a row. And so I apologize for not a whole lot of other information. I know we got Wanted Hero Day coming up on the 27th. I just don't have it in me to... It's just, this is the priority. And you know that. I know you know that. So I don't have to worry about that. But, no, we got all of my daughter's children out in the other room right now, sleeping on the floor, so my daughter and my son-in-law don't have to worry about kids. And anyway, thank you. Thank you all for your prayers and your messages, and I'll keep you updated. Please pray. So, she has tubes in her going through a main artery, and they only had to do half, I guess. I hope I understand that right. And her body's responding, so they're hoping for her to get strong enough for them to perform that surgery and save her life. That's where my mind is. Life is good. Life can be hard and challenging, but life is good. So be happy today. Be happy this week. Say a prayer for us. And I'll see you next time.